morning, good morning. Today is Friday, May the 30th. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. Now, I am holding my phone in my hand until I get things set up here. So there's always going to be some morning jiggles when I... morning jiggling to get things set up. I can't do this beforehand. All right, let's see. Let's go in just a little bit more. Maybe to right there. Welcome to my desk. All right. I need to catch up on some things. Let me get to my stream out on my notepad so that I can see folks coming in. And let's see. Who's out there? Arlene. Hi, Miss Arlene. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, my camera's a little crooked. My desk is crooked. Is that better? A little better. How are you doing today, Arlene? Let's set my quality up from 480 to 1080. And let's set the chat to all messages. There we go. All right. So this is my envelope. I have all the others painted. 2 of them are sent out. I still have to send Angie's. But I'm going to work on this. I'm going to make a scribble journal using some of these. I'm not going to use them all. Notepads that I got at the thrift store. And I was working in my slow journal project, and I might work on that a little later on. We did this page, and this was actually done in March, so I don't like these, so I'm going to either put something over those or paint them out. I don't like my writing there. I don't like the pen. So, and then I did this. I wrapped the strings on the back, which was fun to do. So we'll come back to that another time. This is slow journaling. So it's just journaling that you do slowly. Do when you have a chance. Okay, I'm going to get it off my desk. And these go with this. We'll just put them right in here like that. And I'm going to put it over to the side. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I only see Arlene out there. I've only got 2 people. I've only got 2 people. Probably Arlene and myself. No, there's Angie. Hi, Angie girl. She says, hello, Meri and Arlene. I can't stay. I'm getting ready to go get my great nephew from the boy states. I don't know. She's going to go get her great nephew. I think I'll work on this first, get it done. This would be my last one. I tell you, this has been a slow process for me. But let's get it done. And maybe I should zoom in just a teeny bit. I'm kind of catching up on projects today. Arlene says, enjoy your day, Angie. Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning, Miss Jacqueline. As always, put your link to your cell information in and I will pin it. Let me put this room for my feet down below. Yes, I think Jacqueline is selling this evening. Am I right or wrong? Let's see. Let's do some. pink or yellow? I think that's pink. And I want the white one. And my white is a little gray because I've been using it for, maybe this is gray. I pulled the wrong one. Where are my whites? Let's go back to the So I hope you're off to a good weekend. I worked out in the garden a little yesterday. I've been planting the flowers that I purchased, but I'll tell you, it wasn't long. It wasn't long before it rained. I just got my things put away. It's a green. And boy, it really came down. Let's put some big dots. But I'm just about done with the planting, not quite. I got some seed potatoes and I'm going to use pink in there. I'm going to try to get those planted today. I'm planting them in grow bags that I'm putting in those mineral tubs. And we'll see how that works. And I planted all my begonia yesterday. I finished planting in my raised bed. Black or purple. Either one. And that's gray, green. That black. I think that's purple. But we're going to use it. I think that's blue. I'm still going to use it. That's a pen plus gear. This is the black. On mine, I'm not as picky. And this morning, I guess I don't have a tap there. I just have one little circle on that. This morning, I'm going to take a beginning shuttle class with Tammy Montgomery on the online tatting class. And I was watching videos of how to wind your shuttle. And I wound my shuttles. I did that this morning. I had to quit because it was getting close to 6 o'clock. Let's go ahead and put some Picassos on those. Maybe one in there. And let's see, I've got a book. Let's make that book that pinkish red color. There's some golden pages here. Yeah, I got in the house just in time. I was getting ready to plant my pampas grass. That's what I'm going to do this afternoon if I have time, because I shouldn't get too dirty doing that. All right. And let's do the tatting circles up here. This is for me. This is going to go in my journal. I'm not going to send it to myself on the envelope. I would if it were a postcard. Give me a minute here. Let me finish this. And I've been playing with the dream screen. I'm working on another little video. Actually, 2 of them. All right, I think I'll call this side done. Let me come out and look at chat and welcome folks in. I just about didn't stream this morning, and then I said, you need to stream, Meri. Hi, Teresa. Good morning, Miss Teresa. Welcome in, welcome in. Teresa says, good morning, everyone. Teresa says, Arlene, thank you for the happy mail. Let's see, Angie says, good morning to Teresa. Dar is here. Good morning, Miss Dar. Kimberly's here. Hi, Kimberly, girl. How are you doing? Becky popped in. She said, it's looking like another rainy day here in South Carolina. I think you're getting all of our rain. We had rain over the Memorial weekend off and on, and we had a really big downpour yesterday. I'm going to have lawn to mow this weekend. I'm not going to do it today. I don't like to mow the lawn on the days that I stream in the evening. It tires me out. Yep, I think our rain went east. Or it could have come from because you're far enough south, you might have gotten rain and storms from the more southern areas. But it's supposed to be sunny this weekend, so I've got my work cut out for me. But I'm getting most of my planting done. I still have some things to do, but I'm getting there. I would have worked in the yard a little bit more, but boy, I'll tell you, those clouds were dark. And Becky says they're having another rainy day in South Carolina. They're saying good morning to Becky. Kimberly says hi, Dar. And Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning, Miss Rhonda. Mrs. Rhonda. Arlene says, yesterday I dug up 2 hostas, laid pavers there, and replanted the hostas elsewhere as I patted loose dirt around the last one. The rain started. Good thing I didn't wait. Yeah. Good thing you didn't wait. That rain will start when it wants to start. Let's see. Did Jacqueline pin her or post her sale information? I'm looking for it. Jacqueline, there it is. Let me pin Jacqueline's message. There we go. 4 p.m. Eastern. Be there. I will probably pop in. I don't know if I'll pop in right at 4 p.m. Eastern, but I usually get in there. So she held a lot of our invoices from last week to this week. She had a migraine last week. I hope that's all taken care of and you're feeling better, Jacqueline. And Jacqueline says, I'm so happy it's Friday. I can't go up any higher. Let's go down. Oh, wait a minute. Angie says, Meri, Boy States is an award that the kids win in school. Oh, that's cool. It has something to do with the government and is an honor to get to go to it. Well, congratulations to him. That's cool, Angie girl. Meri, go up. Tried to tell you what Boy State is. Well, now we know. Thank you, Angie. So let's do this side. I'm going to try to keep it about the same. The blue circles. Is that the blue or the black? The brown spool thread. And I'll have this done. This was from a Pick 10 a couple of weeks ago, but I have a hard time finishing these things. I have mailed off Becky's and Lala's. Angie's is here ready to go. Mine I'm not going to mail. This is a clothespin. Put a gold. Let's see. Oh, I want to make the pages gold. And did I do all that white back in there? Give it a little. I should have these are the larger tipped ones. I should have the skinnier tips out, but we'll go with this. Whew! I gotta turn that fan toward me. And let's do a red book or a pink one. And green or blue, I'm not sure. This is blue. Okay, and then let's outline those. And this will be done for this morning. I really don't have a 2025 art journal. I never really put one together this year because I've been doing different things. I have some loose pages. All right, I like that bluish green. I think I'm going to do her dress in this color. And let's do the sleeves. I think I'll do stripes because they're easy. They are easy. And let's give it some buttons. And now, what color do I want to put in there? Yellow? No. Maybe a dark yellow, like that. Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure I like that, but it is what it is, what it is, what it is. And let's give it a yellow border. And oh, I don't like this at all. Let's see. Well, I don't like that yellow. This purple. I think this is purple. Let's do purple. I like that better. So what are y'all planning to do this weekend? I'll be at home. Let's give it darker buttons. I'll be at home. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Kind of limited in your choice of colors. With these paint pens. I like the paint pens. I like how they work, but you're kind of limited in your color choice. What is that? I think this is green again. I think that what I want is this one. Make big dots here. And let's do the same up here. Oh dear. I wouldn't wear a blouse like that, but it is what it is what it is. Let's go back to the pinkish red and I just want to get it done. Is that pink? I think that's pink. It's either pink or yellow. That's yellow. Where's my pink? And my white. Sort of blends it in. Enough for me. Alright, now let's outline that in a black and or purple. What did I do with the black? Is that it? No, I think that's purple. Maybe not. No, that's purple. That black. I just want to get it done so I can say this project is finished. yeah, I want to learn. I'm gonna try to apply myself to learn shuttle tatting. At least to attempt it again. I was watching Winding the Shuttles, and I'm thinking that maybe I always have a problem with the shuttle tatting, with the flip. Everybody has that problem, I guess, when they're first starting. And Tammy says it's so easy. I'm going, oh no. If those ladies could do that years ago, why can't I? And I think that I'm going to try something different, because I was watching Tammy. She was demonstrating the double stitch for the beginners again. And I was watching that video, and I noticed she used 2 shuttles. And I've only been using 1 shuttle, and I'm wondering if maybe I am would do better with more than 1 shuttle, with 2 shuttles. Those of you that shuttle tat know what I'm talking about. So I got 2 shuttles exactly alike, and I was winding them this morning. I was watching the video of how to wind them properly. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm going to call it done. Let's outline this dress a little. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it done. So, this is mine. This will stay with me. Let me come out and look at chat. I'll put my pens away here and come out and look at chat. I really have too many pens in this box. All right. Oh, I want to put my swatch card in there. I need that. So I'll try to get yours off to you today, Angie. It's all ready to go. Come on, Derwin. Penelope's still on vacation. She sent me a postcard, though. She says, Mary, I'm having fun. I decided to stay a little longer. All right, let me get my other phone because I can read the chat better on the other phone. It's 47 here and clear. Weather.com. Come on. 48. It's supposed to be sunny today. And feels like 47. Let's see how warm it's going to get. Get all the ads in there. Hourly 60 by 9 a.m. No, let's hit hourly. Yeah, get all those ads in there. 9 a.m., 60, 64, 70 by 12, 75 by 2. So it's going to be a nice day today. 79 by 5. So I'll probably go out between 2 and 4 and do a little work in the yard today. Let's go back to my chat. YouTube. No, I'm on the wrong channel. Hold on. And Arlene, if you're listening out there, I am working on getting a guest account. You know what I'm talking about. I haven't got it set up yet. So I want to go to my stream, my live. Whoa! Whoa! Skip that ad. Hi, Di. Di, I looked at your Wednesday night video, and you're becoming a meme, a meme. Uh, um, I think it's really cool. I'd like to work along with you, but I think I'll wait until maybe you do another one, you and Jen do another one. Let me know ahead of time so that if I order something to you, it'll get to me in time to join you guys. I mean, work along, not online with you, but at my desk. She is doing a project on Wednesday night. She and Jen Fiddly Bits. Arlene says, by the way, thank you to whoever gifted me a channel membership. I think, Arlene, that was Miss Becky. That was Becky. The gift memberships only last a month. So that gives me a month to, yeah, Becky gifted 5 memberships the other day, and I think you were one of them. Mine is digital. Oh, they're digital? Jen's is physical photographs. Oh, yours is digital, so I could order it and catch up with you. I looked at your shop and I go, wow, you know, that's really reasonable. Your digital prices are really reasonable. I did not realize yours were digital, Di, so I might go out there and grab it. And yeah, very cool. Yeah, Kimberly says, Arlene, it was Becky. Becky gifted 5 memberships the other day. Thank you so much for that, Miss Becky. Yeah, that is awesome. I was watching you and Jen. I'm going, wow, I'd like to work along with them. Okay. Well, I can catch up. I think you've done 2 sessions, so it shouldn't be hard for me to catch up. I'll go out and take a look at it this weekend. Very cool. I'm laughing at Diane. Poor Penelope. Yeah. Kimberly's wearing a crown today. Kimberly and Dar are both wearing crowns today. Paul said he already knew I was the #1 chatter. Ah, Kimberly. It's cute. I don't know. I get tired of doing this. It really didn't take that long, but I get kind of tired doing these. I like to zip through my stuff, I guess. Oh, there's Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. She says, I don't chat too much. I'm usually in the balcony. Well, good morning, Miss Cynthia. We're glad you joined us. Jacqueline's got a crown, #2 crown. Kimberly's #1. Cynthia McCoy, some silly thing YouTube is doing, like a chat reward. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube likes to change things up every now and then. I didn't realize they were passing out crowns. Kimberly says, Arlene, I'm always amazed at how much and how fast my gardens grow after the good soaking rain. Oh, that's so true. I went out, we've had rain. We had rain yesterday, but we had rain earlier this week. And when I went out yesterday, the garden was so pretty. But I'll tell you, I'm really fighting those morning glories. I'm really fighting them. They don't, I put down landscape fabric where they usually grow. And so now they're growing in other spots. It's like they say, well, if I can't grow here, I'll grow over there. So I'm really fighting the morning glories. And I'm trying not to let them get too big. I try to chop them down before they get big and go to seed. Maybe someday we'll get them all out of there. Dia's here. Arlene is here. Cynthia says hello to Dar. Let's see. Kimberly says, so scary, Arlene. What? Cynthia. See you later, Angie. Uh, oh, that one was a different migraine that you had last week. Well, I hope that you're feeling better, Jacqueline. Arlene said, the second my head starts to hurt, I drop everything and go to bed so that I can totally relax. Yeah. Wait a minute. Arlene says they're telling Arlene something scary. Migraines scare me. I had two. Both were the beginnings of a stroke. Oh no. That is scary. So, yeah. The minute you get a migraine, you drop everything and go rest. Angie says has to go. She's going to go pick up her nephew or from state or take him to state. I forgot what. And Rhonda's here. And I can't go. Teresa's here. And I can't go up any further. They grow in the cornfields where you are, those morning glories. They like to climb on things. I wouldn't mind if they were out by the black walnut tree. But they're weeds here. Nessie Pellet says they take over. Yeah, they're pretty in their own way, but man, they choke out all the tomatoes and the corn, and yeah, they're. Kimberly says, Cynthia, we have 2 rain barrels. It's really helpful because we're on well water. Cynthia says, I was gifted a rain barrel, so I'm hopeful for my garden. My town water is awful. The cats don't even drink it. Oh. Arlene says she wishes the morning glory would grow. Well, I'll tell you, if you got it growing there and it started spreading, you don't want morning glory. It can grow everywhere. Arlene says, online tatting class. This is their website. The YouTube is lined here. Yeah, is linked there. Yeah. Couple of weeks ago, she was showing the beginners how to do the double stitch. And I'm reviewing that because she's going to teach a beginner class in June. I think starting the second week of June. I have to go check. I saved the post off. I should write it down on my calendar. But I was thinking I would get an email. So I'm really kind of looking forward to it. I bought that Lang calendar holder, which is really wide. And I bought some of those sticky mats. And boy, I'll tell you, that works really good because I put the sticky mats on the base, on the bottom of the calendar holder. And then I put my shuttles and my scissors and I'm not using a needle, I'm using a shuttles for this, but I put everything on those sticky mats and it really holds it. All right, I think I'm down to the bottom. Jacqueline showed Little Bandit. Jacqueline says she's on well water. Arlene says they will not grow here. I've tried and tried. Well, in a way, you're kind of blessed, Arlene. Sylvia says they're supposed to be in a drought this year. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Sylvia. Aw. I get inspired from you guys. So, I think one thing I want to do before I start on I want to do a little scribble journal, but before I start on that, I have here, he says, I don't hop, I crawl. I have, let me reach for it, this box. I bought my brother a drill and it came in this box. And of course, the box opens on the ends here. But I think what I want to do is fix it so that it goes, let's see, this would have to go in here and this would have to go down. And I would glue that down. I want to do a flip top. So I want to get this one out here. So I hope I can do this without ruining the box. use my ruler rather than the knife. And I'm going to use some Arlene's tacky glue. Aileen's, not Arlene's. We could call it Arlene's tacky glue. I don't want to glue this down. I want to glue the sides down. This will be part of the top here. That. So I have to think how this is going to go. I know I have to get this out first. And I think I'm going to have to use the... Yeah, I'm going to have to use the knife. I might destroy the box, but if I do, it's just a box. It was free. The drill wasn't free. I bought my brother the drill so that he could drill my mineral tubs for me. Then he told me he had an electric one. He didn't tell me that before. I don't know if I can get this out. It's pretty well glued down in there. There it comes. Yeah, that's what I want. And then this one has to come out over here. And I'm just going to glue it together to this morning. And then I'm going to paint it or wallpaper it or something. If I can get this. Might have to cut that. Just take there. There we go. That worked. Okay, so this would be a side. And this would be a side. Here. And then I want this. I guess they would have to come on the outside. Come like that. And like that. And the same way over here. And then I'll probably curve these so that they'll fit on the inside. It doesn't have a very big flap here. Alright, so I'm just going to take some Aleene's tacky glue and glue these down here. I have a clip here. Somewhere. It's just a little one. I don't think that'll work. I've got a clip in my journal. And I see if I can get some clips. I had some over here. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, let me stand up. See if I can find those clips. Clippy clips, where did you go? My problem is I don't have enough light in my world, and so I can't see anything behind me. Are these them? Ah, let me see. Nope, that's thread. Fiddlesticks. What did I do with those clips? Well, I'm still looking. That's not there. I guess I'll just hold it for a bit. Let's get my tacky glue out. And I'll just hold it for a minute or two. I want to glue these two down. So I want to put glue on these two sides. I don't know if you can see or not. Put glue here and here and in there. And I'll just hold on to it a bit. And I like to use the ends of my brushes for glue sticks. But most of my brushes are in the water. Hold the phone. I've got to clean my brushes today. I'm just kind of playing around this morning again. I don't want to start a new project. All right. Let's put glue here. Gonna put some more on there. And over here, and I'm going to let that kind of go over here. My lid is getting ready to roll off the desk. Hope I've got enough on here. And over in here. And we'll see how that works. I'm gonna sneeze now. Achoo! Excuse me. I've got my hands busy. So I'm just kind of holding these until they get a grip. Then I'll turn it around and do the other side. Penelope is like, well, I can't help you, Kimberly says. Diane said it's a raging Saturday night here. Oh, really? 9:45 p.m. She's in bed and plucking chin hairs. Oh, can my life get any better? I don't know, Diane. I do like that your project that you're working on is digital. I'm going to really check that out because I was watching you and Jen and I go, well, that's cool. Can I let this go? I think I can. Let's try the other side. This one and this one, and let me turn it this way. And all I'm going to do right now is glue these down and let them dry good. Maybe they'll be ready to decorate tonight. I don't know. It's just like I need another flip box. I need another box. Get enough glue on there. I can't see. I don't have good lighting here. Let's put more glue on this. I don't think you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gluing this box back together the way I want it. It opened from the side, and I want it to open from the top. And this Aleene's Tacky Glue is pretty good glue for this type of thing. Let's see if I can. Just kind of hold on to these for a bit. And then I'll just set this aside, let it set for the day. I might cut the ends here so they fit in better, but let me refresh my chat and see what's going on out there. Chat filter, top messages, chat filter, all messages. Dar says Penelope was due to go on strike anyway. Diane says, come play with us, Mary. Well, I don't think I can play online. My phones don't cooperate with StreamYard. They echo. They make a terrible noise. I haven't tried my newest phone, though. I'd like to experiment with a new phone someday. See if it would work. But I'll play with you while I'm offline. Diane says it's a raging Saturday. Oh, I read that. Penelope was due to go on strike, Dar says. Diane says she has a box that she needs to make boxier. All right, I think that that's going to hold, but what I want to do now is I want to angle these. Let me put the glue away. I really do need some clamps. I have them, but Lord knows where. Let me clean off the glue bottle here. I need to get in here. This room really isn't that bad. It's behind me. I keep piling boxes up behind me because I don't have any other place to put them. And that gets to be a problem. I might have to glue this, come back after it's all dried. Let me cut these at an angle. Let's see if I can do that so you guys can see what I mean. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you after I cut it. Yeah, come on. I cut it at sort of a 45-degree angle. And we'll see if they'll fold in better. I might have to do it on both sides. Do that on this side over here. pressing down on my scissors. This cardboard isn't that easy to cut. And I don't want to use the knife. There we go. And let's do this one. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'll get it done here. There. Now, put it like this. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice tight fit. It's a nice tight fit. I'll have to put a pull tab on this. But I'm going to leave it open so these can dry without. So I'm just going to set this aside. That's all I wanted to do to that this morning. Set it aside over here. Oh, I'm making progress. I did my box. I did my envelope. Let's do the scribble journal. And I thought I would use some of Jacqueline's paper in my scribble journal. I have a piece here and I have an envelope. And I'll be getting more from Jacqueline. I don't want to use the sewn edge ones. Let's see what I have in here. Yeah, these are really pretty. Do I have another? Yeah, I do. Hold on. Let me grab one sheet of this. I have a blue. Let's see what this is. I think this is kind of a purpley color. Let's grab that. Hello. I'm what you've been waiting for. And I'll use these tags in another. I don't think I want to put them in my couple of index tabs, or tags and index cards. I don't want to use them in my scribble journal. So these are note cards that I got at the Goodwill, or at the thrift store, 50 cents for a package of them. 50 cents, 50 cents. And I'm sure this one was 50 cents. Thank you very much. Thank you. And the kitty cats. So, I think one of these, are these the same size? I guess they are. Let's just use a kitty cat. Come on. A thank you. I might have to grab 2 of these. Go back and get a couple more of those others. We'll see. It's my all. I don't want to lose my all. All right. Oh, I got 2 here. These are pretty thin. These are these are thicker. This is more of a note paper than a card. This is more cardstock. Put it like that. Like that. And like that. And then I'll put paper in between. So, let's see. I think it's almost the same size. Just fold this in half. That's okay. I'll be okay with that. So let's tear this. Jacqueline's Pretty Dyed Papers. And this is notebook paper, so I can write on it. So let's put a sheet here. And a sheet in here. And I got out more paper than I need. Let me put these back. These are, oh, these are cool. Kind of cards. Let me put these back because more than I bargained for there. I don't think I have another blue one in here. Another purple one. This blue one is only going to make me one. That's okay. This is not notebook paper. This is like a 32 pound. I like my scribble journals. I haven't been doing much front porch sitting. It's been rainy and cloudy. And when I do get a chance to get outside, I'm working in the yard. And when I sit on the front porch, I'm sweaty and resting from between working. And let's go ahead and tear this one down to size. Right in here. Just a little off of it. Let's get this off. Whoops. Feel like I'm tearing two there. Well, I was tearing two layers. Now, how much bigger is this? A little bit bigger. Ooh, quite a bit bigger. We'll use it for something. There we go. Now, am I satisfied? I think I want some plain papers in there. I need more. Maybe a couple more cards. No. Yeah, let's see what I have here. I've got books, paper here. Thought I got some typing paper out the other day. Where did I put that? Here's some, we'll use this. We'll use a couple of these, the blank side there. Let's tear it. Can I fold it this way? How much bigger is that? Yeah. No, I don't want to lose my awl. Yeah, I've got 2 sheets there. I only want one. Because I can't write on this. Well, I could, but alrighty. I'm just putting together a scribble journal. I'm going to scribble in. Keep it at my desk, although I've been using my writing journals. And I have another journal that I've been drawing in. I don't like that, but we're going to use it. And I'll tear this to size once I get it bound. There we go. Is that big enough? Got the purple ones here. I think that's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and bind this, and then I'm going to trim off the excess. So I use bobby pins as my clamps. Got some bobby pins out here. There's one. I think I put the others away. Where are my bobby pins? I'm always taking them out. I like to scribble. I like to make these little journals. They're fun to do, and they're not hard to do. All right. Get my needle out. Oh, here's that clamp. I was looking for that with that box. Now, what I did with my needles, they're in here someplace. There's that one. This is the one I like. So we're not going to do a tassel or anything with this. So I don't need a whole lot of thread. About 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. That's plenty. Thread my needle. All right. Take my awl. Get this sort of straight. Poke a hole somewhere in the center. And go back through it here. I like to poke it from both sides. And on the top, I like to poke 2 holes. There. And let's go back through it. Get a hold of it. Come on. Sometimes going back through it is not easy. There we go. So this is the top, so I'm going to do another hole about a 1/2 inch down. And go back through that one. It's just easier to put my needle through if I go through it both sides with my awl. This one has given me some issues. And then they'll do the bottom one. Easy peasy. Okie dokie. And my needle's all threaded. And I probably have enough that I could do a double loop here. Let's see if I do. I'll thread both of the open ends through the needle. Where's the end here? I'm going to have to get it where I can see the eye. Get in there. Is it in there? No. Thought I had it. There we go. Now, let's make these even. So I'm kind of doubling my thread, but I think I have enough We'll see. If I don't, I don't. But I'm going to go through here. Let's see. Let's go through the bottom one. And I'm going to hold on to that one with the loop and come back through this one. And I'm going to put my needle through the loop. This is called a blind knot. I like those rather than tying a knot there. And then I'm going to go through the center. One. Hoping I have enough because I didn't measure for this method. I think I will. Just barely. Come through there. And then on the back here, I'm just going to go from here to underneath that little 1/2 inch. Right in there. Kind of tighten up everything. Make sure it's pretty tight. And then I'm going to give it a tie here on the outside. And I always have trouble with these knots, getting them tight. I'm going to go through this again. Come on. I think I'm going to go through it again. There we go. There we go. Take my needle, put it back in the needle case. Whatever I did with that. And the bobby pin's back on the bobby pin holder. Easy peasy. And now I just want to trim it. Get my cutting board out here. Oh. Dark down there. I have trouble seeing underneath of my desk. Oh, I need a tie. Well, we'll get that. Let's clip the thread here. Well, maybe I'll put a dangle on it. We'll see. I'm not going to clip it right now. Let's even out the... And where's my other ruler? Did it fall in? I think I took my other ruler out in the other room. I know I did. So, I'll use this one. I like the other ruler. The other metal ruler has a cork on the bottom. And let's just go slow and trim my papers. I might need to snap my blade. pretty good. And you don't really need to do the top one, but I'm going to. And it's got the fold here in the center. It's a little bit harder to trim. Whoops. Go slow, Mary. You don't want to cut your finger this morning. Once more. There. There we go. I'm happy with that. Now I need a closure, and I like to thread a fabric piece through there. Just throw all the scrappies away. I'm making progress this morning. What time is it? It's only 20 after 7, 20 after 8. I've got an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes. Whoa. Let's see. I want a piece of fabric. I'm looking. I've got to get my fabric round box out here. It's here. It just needs to be. I need to reach for it. Let's see. This is a salvage, but I don't think there's enough of it. I need a longer piece. I think I got these from Erin. These were quilt pieces, quilt blocks. Some quilt that somebody was putting together at one time. Maybe this piece is longer. I could do some slow stitching. Keep that out. This is tape, washi tape. How about a music? I like the idea of the music. And I like this one too. Let's see what else I have in here. This one is fairly long, and I'm not really in love with this fabric, but it'd make a nice tie. All right. I think this piece down here is one I'm working on. I think I'll keep it out too. All right, let's put everything in that back and make a decision of what I pulled. I kind of keep this little round box of fabric pieces in the room here because for times like this when I need something. And I kept this one out. I might work on this one. And I'm going to keep that other one out. Let's see. That can go in there. Let's see. What do I want to use? Do I want to use this one? This one? Salvage one, I don't think it's going to be. Well, it might be. Not very long, though. Well, but by the time I'd save that for something else. I like the music. And I like this. And this one really just needs to be used. It kind of goes with that. I think I'll use this one because I need to use it up. I'll always use my music and that other. All right. So let's tear a strip off of this. Maybe about a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. Oh, about like that. And we'll put this one back in for another day. And let's see what I have here. So, get my crochet hook. Let's put my knife. I'm done with my knife. I'm done with my awl. Let's put my awl away so I can find it again when I need it. My scissors. Put these big ones away. Don't forget, Jacqueline is selling tonight at 4 p.m. Crochet hook here, and I'm going to thread it through this way if I can get my hook under there. And grab the fabric. Pull it through. Whoops. Well, I didn't get it. Come on, Meri. I don't want to loosen that thread too much. There we go. So I'll pull it through this way and keep my, and then I'll pull it this one through on this side like that. So let's do that. Like that. So I threaded them opposite ways. This one I threaded that way. Well, I threaded them both the same way. I lied. I meant to thread them both opposite. Now they're fairly even. This one can come out a bit more. Let's do it like this. Alright, that's fairly even. Now let's give it a tie. Get my dangle out of the way. Give it a tie like that. It's nothing gorgeous. Now I can either wrap these around a couple times, which I might do, and give it a tie here. And I don't have to give it a fancy-dancy tie, but there we go. Now, let me put my fabric away, and let's see. I have this thread here. Do I want to put something on there? I would put a bead on there, but when you're writing, those beads and things get in your way. I'm thinking that I would just like to put a little piece of this fabric on it, but or any fabric. However's that one that I threw back in? Let me, that red piece. I threw it back in here. This one. And I have to thread my needle again, but that's not hard to do. And I think I'll just kind of fold it and make a little, I could make something fancy, but let's thread my needle. What do I do with my needle? See if I can get both of those through. There we go. Now, fold it one more time like that. Just take my needle and go through it if I can. And I could maybe make a little bow. Can I do that? Let's go back. Make a little stitch. I'm not good with little things. There we go. Don't want to unthread my needle. Now I just kind of want to make a little bow here. Wrap it around a couple times. And see if I can't tie that. Which one is it? Well, it doesn't look much like a bow, but maybe if I separate this out a little. I can't see what I'm doing. It's dark in here. Oh, I unthreaded my needle. Let's just do a couple of threads. Where's my crochet hook? It's nothing fancy dancy. Get your big fat finger out of there, Mary. There. It's just a little dangle there. Let's trim it a little. There we go. throw the ends away, put my needle back. I should put a piece of painter's tape on this to keep this closed. So my needles don't fall out. Of course, I twist it all up. There we go. So I have them the next time I want them. So I'm pretty happy with it. It'll be a nice little scribble journal. If I can write a note or two in it. Unwind all of this. And the little cards to write on. A little kitty cat in there. I think I got a kitty cat on the cover. I used 2 kitty cats. That was easy to do. And we have another little scribble journal. There we go. All right, I have my putz house here. I was gluing this ribbon down. I was building a trellis, and I found one little rose. I don't know what I did with him. He was here. And of course, was here is another story. Here it is. I found one little rose I could put on here, but I glued this ribbon to, this is the leaf type ribbon, I glued it up there. And that's where I left it. And I just kind of want to, let's see, I just want to kind of, this is a trellis. Let's see. Do I want to glue it down again? I could let this leafy come over this way. Maybe the shorter one. Come that way. And I'll clip that off. Where's that rose? Put the rose on here. And this one, the longer one, can come over this way. And then I just have to put I'll get another flower. I'm just showing it to you. I think I will go ahead and glue these down. And I think I'll use, do I want to use the Fine Art glitter glue? Which needs to be refilled. I don't know how much I got left in here. We'll see. Yeah. I think I need to refill this. Need my pliers. Put this under it just to protect my mat. Put this up here so I don't lose it up by my glue stick. It feels empty. Yeah, it's very empty. I can't even squeeze any out. So let's put some glue in there. I don't want paint, Meri, I want glue. What did you do with it? It's here someplace. One more twirl of the... I'm looking for it. I tend to cover things up. Here we go. And this is getting empty. I think I got another one. Another larger one. But we'll go ahead and use what I have, and then I'm just going to pour it in there. Lasts me a long time. I use this a lot. Fine art glitter glue. Am I getting there? No, I think I need more. Refill Friday. Filling my glue bottle. Fine art glitter glue. I've got another bottle of this, but I might as well use this one up. Am I there? Almost. I think I'm there enough. Let's put the cap back on it. I might have to store this one upside down to get the glue out of, all the glue out of it. Put the cap back on it straight. I think I will. I'll store it upside down. I think this is pretty good. I just don't think I had enough glue in there. In my bottle. Oh, this is the rose. Alrighty. Get it all over my fingers. And I don't use that little point anymore. It just frustrates me. And I have to tell you, I don't put glue in my fine liners either. Alright, I just want to put some glue across here. Come on. Yeah, hold on. I know it's clean. just has to get started again. There we go. Come on. Well, it was coming. Yeah. Hold on. Clean my needle off here. This one's kind of bent. It doesn't feel stopped up. There we go. There we go. Now I just want to take this smaller leafy ribbon and I want to glue that on. On like this. That's good. And I'm going to trim it off in the doorway. And then on the back, I've got the larger leafy. And I'm going to put, it almost goes clear across. Oh, it does go clear across, so. Yep. Might have to put some more glue on this. Come on. Yeah, hold on. Cleaning off the tip here a little. There we go. Get on there. Alrighty. Now, I'm kind of happy with the front of the house, but I think I've got it too, well, phooey. I can't move this around while the glue's still wet. I'm going to set this aside and let the glue dry, but I want to trim some more of this bulk off of the back. But for right now, I'm just going to let it sit and dry. Let's put my paintbrush in the water. I use it as a glue stick. Alrighty. I'm pretty happy with all of that. Now what are you going to do, Meri? I don't know. I think I'll work in my packing paper journal. It's only 7:45. I'm getting a lot done this morning. And I put that little tip up here. I don't like these little things. I don't like the fine point tip. I don't care for it, but I do like the glue itself. I probably need to get me a new bottle. I know this came with an extra tip. And I lost the pin. Well, I broke the pin. I broke it, I think. I broke the head off of the pin. All right. So, that brings me to chat. Let's go out and see if anybody's talking. Oh. Live chat. Let's see if I can get my chat back. I might have to get out of it. There you are. Juju's here. Brenda. Hi, Brenda Ashford. Welcome in. She says, Juju, $716 later. Think of all the glue, paint, fabric, lace, and paper I could buy with that. Uh-oh, what's going on? Brenda says, hi again. I tie at the stop sign. Now I'm at the co-op getting new tires on my truck. Joy, oh joy. I'm getting new tires. Don't like paying for them. $716. But you know what? If you drive on worn tires, you risk an accident. So you saved your life. Oh dear. Hi Vanessa. Angel Rose Designs, welcome in. Kimberly's here. She said be right back. Dar says not much happening, Vanessa. I hope all is well with you. She said, hey Dar, what's up? Juju says, hey Ness. They're calling Vanessa Ness. Angel Rose Design is Vanessa. Arlene says, gotta go. Y'all have a lovely weekend. You too, Arlene. Mama Juju. Arlene dropped the link to Mama Juju's channel. Mama Juju says, welcome on the back 40. Welcome, Fib Diggity Creators. Thank you, Juju. Let's see what else is going on. Tina. Good morning, Miss Tina. It's good to see you. Tina, boy, I'll tell you, she gets those good mornings down. She gets everybody in there. She says, good morning, Mary, Arlene, Kimberly, Dar, Mama Juju, Brenda. Good morning, Miss Tina. Juju is Juju Crafter on the back 40. Let's see. Kimberly says, Arlene, my journals always have a weight problem. I know, Kimberly, mine do too. Journals have a weight problem. Arlene says, Kimberly, as soon as my hand recovers from the 4 that I already made, I'm going to try adding and making a fatty. I think they're talking about art journaling. Arlene says, the lady teaching them, let's see, let's go up one more. She says, I learned to make a new style of journal, and I might be addicted to making them. It's like a W with a signature sewed into each fold. Oh, that sounds cool. She says she's addicted to making them. There's River City. Deborah, you don't scribble too much. River City Creative. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I think you're Deborah, right? Messy Palette. Let's see. Arlene dropped a link to Diane's The Messy Palettes YouTube channel. And I think I'm caught up with chat. So let's go down to the bottom. And yeah, I think I'm all caught up with chat. Let me put my phone away so I don't block somebody. I can do that pretty easy when I'm reading my phone. So I could slow stitch, but I don't know if I want to do that here because it gets kind of boring. I might take this out in the other room. I could work in my packing paper journal. Let's see what I have here. I have law books. I need to get those. And this is just sticker paper. You'll get the law books when you get the law books. I spent a lot of my money on garden this spring. I'm looking for something that I want to put in there. I think I took all my papers. I can throw these away. I don't care for the indexes. If I did a lot of jelly printing, I'd jelly print on them. And my stamps go in. Let's see. Let's get some of this out. These are all I've got some extras of that. I lost my tag. I might make me a tag. Got some. I'm looking to see what I want to put in my journal there. These are just extras. Let's see. We'll cut one of these out. I'm going to move that putz house or I'll knock it off the table. Let me put it back up on top of the cart there. Alright. Let's go through this and see what I want. I'm just pulling things for my packing paper journal. And I've got things behind me that I pulled the other day. There's Old Christmas. It's all upside down. The thing when you fussy cut this stuff, when you fussy cut it, you have to decide which side do I want to keep, which side do I want to and these are mostly black and white pictures. I'm just going to take a couple out here because I won't use them all. And we'll put that back up. And these. And I'll keep the index around, although I'm not really fond of them. Alright. I keep piling stuff up over there on that cart. Alright, let's see, what do I want here? I think I'll take these. Merrimack Publishing. Now, let's get rid of this. Put these aside. Okay, okay. do it this way first. Now, what do I have here? I have a few books here, pop-up dissolving view books. I might save that picture just to save it. I don't know if it'll mean anything to me later. Throw the scraps away. And now I'll fussy cut. Well, now let's tear these. There we go. I might as well tear this one. I like the torn edges, but I do need to fussy cut the top of the bears here. This is the 3 bears. Mama bear, Papa bear, and baby bear. And I got this book at the thrift store specifically to dismantle and cut out of. It only cost me a couple dollars for this one, but there are no colored pictures in there. They're all black and white pictures. Cutting around their heads is the challenge. Boy, I need to take a nap. I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning, couldn't get back to sleep. Could not get back to sleep. Now, what's in here? I think that's just part of the tag, but we'll keep it. Part of the book. All right. And this one should be fairly easy. The railroad. There's a big old engine number 90. Number 80 here. What did I see? 90. I see 90 there. And we'll just... Okie dokie. Now, let's see which signature am I working on. Well, let's cut this and tear it out. It is 8:03. I might leave at 8:30. We'll see how far I get on this. We'll see where I'm at. I usually go until, well, I can go until a quarter till 10 on Friday mornings, but I'm getting kind of tired. I woke up at 2 this morning. I'm getting kind of tired. I need a nap. All right, let's see what I want to work on here. I think I have a couple of unfinished signatures. This was the last one I was working on. Needs a page in there. We'll work on that one since it's, and I need something for the background. Let's get these out of the way for now. And I think I saved off a sack of stuff behind me here. Which one did I use? Is it this one? I don't know which one I had out. One of these. It's either that stack or this one. I went through and sorted out stuff to use. I think it's this one. Keep this one around. Alright. So, where do I want to put these? She would go good in here. Over here, or this one would too. This is children's book, so it kind of goes with the little traveler here. I think I'm kind of liking that. Let's get my glue magazine out. And my glue stick. I can use scraps of paper that I have around here. Scrap of paper. Okay. And you can't see, but I'm gluing. Well, I guess I can put it this way while I'm gluing it. My fingers are sticky. The story of the 3 bears. I like it there. Now let's put this one over here. This one is the railroad. Let's glue this one down. I do like these Pen Plus Gear glue sticks. Get them at Walmart in their office supply section. Over in our Walmart, they're over where the coloring books are. And then there's down, you go down the aisle and there's the office supply where the post-it notes and all of that is. But I like these larger ones. The skinnier ones are purple. If you like the purple, you can get them. I don't really care for the purple. All right, so I have her. I think I'll put her on here, but I need a background. Oh, let's see what I have for. I think I'd like her on that. I don't know if I want her on the red or the, I think probably the red. And I could put the red over that. I think this is the wrong sack. I don't know if this is the right sack. This is something different. I'll just use this, what I have at hand. So what I want to do is tear some red. I wonder what I did with that other, because I know I tore some. Let's look at how bad it is. But I think what I want is this and then this over it. So, and to tell you the truth, it doesn't tear very good. I'm going to fold it. Let's take the sheet out. Probably why I had a hard time tearing is trying to tear 10 sheets at once. Let's see if I can tear it better. There's that one. And this one. Let's tear it this way. I'm going to cut it. So this will go on here, and then I'll take a piece of this on top of that. Like that. Just using up stuff. That's what this packing paper journal is. It's really something that I can just use up. Because, oh gosh, I can make 20 pages out of what I have here for the background. But we'll save it for another day. Alright, so we want that. We want this. And do I want it in the center? Put this way. like that. Now I need something else on there. Let's get out my envelopes, my packaging, see what else I have in here. White Christmas stickers and Easter. I have some text. This is chemical equilibrium. And yeah, I got another package here. This is the one I put back. What's that? Kind of like, what did I do with that other package? Hold the phone. Come on, get in there. This is not it, I don't think. This is something else. The book, the blue book, and yeah, this is not what I want. Napkin backs. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah. I lose so much of this when I do it that way. And if I do it this way, well, I kind of like that, but I'm still not going to get the butterfly. Put it over like that. Okay. Well, all right. Let's that out. Put this back, it's in my way. All right, let's see what I want to do here. don't know if I can tear this or not. Not very easy. I kind of like it raggedy like that. And I won't throw away the scrappies. I'll keep the scraps. This cuts better than it tears. Tissue paper does, but I like the scraps. All right, let's see what I have here then. I have this one and this one. And this one. Well, I guess I tore that at the wrong spot. I could probably put it back. I wanted to tear it down below. We could layer it. Like that. Don't know. I don't know. I don't want to cover all that up. Could put it up above. No. I could do this. Needs to be cut a little more. Something like that, but I'm going to have to, let's put these on first. Come back to those. Where's my glue stick? Things are blowing around. And I'll probably have to go back in after everything's set and dry and heal things that didn't get glued down. I expect that on my journals. I do my best. The quarters especially. Yeah, sticky. Come on. You didn't get glued down straight. There you go, that's better. And I'll come back and trim that. But I want the red one on there next. But I think I should trim this first. And do I want to trim this? No. I'll cut it from this side. Like that. So, right about there. And there. We'll see. Turn it over a little. Fan's blowing. Now, I have to decide about this. Could, instead of the butterfly, just put a strip down this way. Do I like? Or I could just fussy cut the butterfly out. Which I like that too. So let's do that. Not easy to cut this tissue paper with shaky hands. Oh, I cut his wing off. Oh dear. Well, let's see if I can put him back together. I don't know. I demolished him. Yeah. He goes like... Ah, I goofed it up. Let's do this. Do I want this on there? No. Need something in there. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I'm just playing. I don't know where I'm going with this. I like the color combinations, but I kind of messed up the gluing down and everything. It needs a piece of black. Where was that black paper I had out? I kept throwing it around. Of course, now that I want it, it's not here. I put that black paper in the... I wonder what I did with that other bag. Crazy. Crazy. Got all these little scrap pieces that I'm not going to toss. Making decisions. I have this chemical equilibrium. The molecular weight of pure PCI is taken, and X is the fraction disassociated. I kind of like this formula down here. Let's glue this onto here. Let's see what I can come up with. I don't know quite where I'm going with this. My glue book. what I did with it. Threw it back down. So I think about things. I know a lot of people, when they do glue booking, they just put stuff down. I like the idea of things making kind of sense. It depends on your preference of glue booking. I like this that it says chemical equilibrium, and then it's got a formula down here. And this out of the way. I'm going to tear it. Tear the margin off. If I can. I don't know if I can get a hold of that. Oh, I like that. I like the raggedy. And let's tear it down this way. And we'll leave the formula. Yeah, where's my scissors? Let's cut a tag. And put this. Oh, I need to tear this a little bit better. I don't know if I can now. Yeah. That right in here. I like that, and then I'll draw around the picture. Do I want, I'll save the scraps, that scrap anyway. And yeah. Formula on the back too. Chemical equilibrium in the teacup. Got a little bit down there. I'm liking that. Now, let's take my pen, hopefully, now that's, might be good, we'll see. Oops, I went a little too far. I'll put a little leaf or something down there. Right by the formula. I'm kind of liking that. Now I feel like it needs something else. So maybe, let me get my paint pen. Let me get a paint pen. What's this? Is this a paint pen? No, that's a... Yeah, but to scrounge around for the black. Is this it? Might have got it. First off, it's either black or purple. Not there. I'll put 3 on this side. I kind of like that. Let's do this. Do I want to do that? Just play. It's all just play. Now this is going to get kind of close, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Yep. I think I'm going to call it quits on it. What time is it? 8:44. Seems like that might be a good stopping point. I've done a lot today. I glued my box. I worked on my envelope. I made a scribble journal. What else did I do? I made a mess. I was going to work in my slow stitch journal, but I don't know. Slow stitch is slow. All right. We don't need the paper towels, but all of these other scraps. We'll save that out. These scrappies. That's an envelope, I mean a napkin back. I'm going to put those back in the sack. You set this aside. And let's see if I can find that other sheet. It's probably underneath of everything. Hold on. Everything I want gets buried because I work on several things. Here was the sack I was looking for. And what I want is this. Let me put what's in my lap bag. This up. There's that black paper I was looking for. And there's the other one. Trying to pick things off the floor here. Alright. We want this. We don't want these. I mean, I want them, but I don't need them right now. I'm going to take these scraps and glue them down on here. And I got a bunch of scraps on the inside too, but I'm going to, in the last few minutes here, glue this stuff down. And I'm just going to use my glue stick. I think that's what I used on here. Let's just glue some of this stuff down. Now this is more what some people do. They don't, I still kind of think about this, but this is more freestyle. But I still kind of think about where I'm putting stuff. I can't help it. I think about things. I think about things. You can't help it. Yeah. I think I'm getting to the end of this. We got a red piece here. Let's put that in there. And I got a little doll. I got 2 dolls. Got another piece of tissue paper here. Couple pieces. corner doesn't want to stay down. And did I? Put her at an angle. And just about done here. Got some text. Let's tear this margin off. Put that up there. And what else? Got a little piece here. Doesn't. I think I'll throw that. Got a little piece here. And I think that's most of today's scrap other than the black squares. I got another piece of text here. I think I'll throw it. And oh, I got a piece of napkin here. Let's put that in there. Looks like it belongs there. And I think, well, I got a piece of blue. Long piece of blue. I like that torn edge there. I don't want to cover that up. I'll put it up here like so, right in there. And then I have this, which can come down here. And I think I will, this is just collage piece, a big piece of packing paper that I'm just collaging scraps and stuff in. This is scrap. I'm not going to continue on it. I mean, I will, but not this morning. Put my glue stick away. And come out and say good morning. I think Carol McDonald comes on around 10. Let's see, do I want to make this my thumbnail? I worked on my putz house here. We glued the, I want to get some flowers to put on the trellis here. It doesn't look like much right now, but when I put the little flowers on it, I glued that ribbon down to the front here and to the back there. It's getting done. And what else did I do? I made my little scribble journal. I glued my box together. I'm trying to think what all I did today. Let me put this together here. So I wish you a good day today. I will be back on at 7:30 tonight. I don't know what I'm going to work on. We'll see. Let's see. I got 4 minutes. Let me read chat in the 4 minutes here. Say goodbye to you all. Yeah, my chat goes away. Diane said, she's awake now. Meri kept finding more scraps. Don't forget, Jacqueline's sale starts tonight. There's a link to it up above to her channel at 4 p.m. Eastern. Dar says, have a good day. Are waiting, or did you fall back asleep? Thank you, Meri. But wait, there's more. The Messy Palette says, I fell asleep. I woke up with the phone on my face. She's going to make some ruffles for the sale tonight. Jacqueline is. Kimberly says, I hope you all have a great day. Fun morning, Meri. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm sure glad to see you back in here. She took a break while she was taking care of her hubby. Joyce. Hi, Joyce. I think I missed saying good morning to you. Good morning, Joyce. Brenda says she's a morning person. I've been awake since 3. Yeah, I understand. I better get off. Don't forget, I think Carol McDonald comes on next. And I think Barb Owen is, if she comes on, will be on later this afternoon. And I think that Dana Yates comes on later. Or it could be on Mondays. I can't remember. I don't want to get my list out. Have a great day, everybody. Go do some art or just relax. Have a great start to the weekend. Looks like I got a scrap there. All right, bye.